Today, you're going to discover the untold story of how Niagara Falls was formed, a journey of millions of years that ends with a revelation that will make you see them with new eyes. To understand its origin, we have to turn back Earth's clock, not hundreds, but hundreds of millions of years. Visualize a landscape submerged under ancient seas, teeming with primitive life. On the bottom of those seas, during the Silurian period, around 400 million years ago, layer upon layer of sediment accumulated. Over time, pressure turned that sediment into rock. But not just any rock. First, a base of soft shale and weak layers formed, relatively soft and vulnerable materials. On top of them, a layer of dolomite was deposited, an incredibly hard and resistant rock, like a stone shield. Now, fast forward to the last great ice age, about 18,000 years ago. This is where the story becomes epic. Imagine an ice sheet over 2 kilometers thick, like stacking 1,000 skyscrapers on top of each other, covering the entire territory. This gigantic glacier, like a bulldozer, excavated and shaped what we now know as the Great Lakes. But around 12,500 years ago, the climate changed. The enormous glacier began to retreat, and in doing so, it released a volume of water so colossal it's hard to conceive. This meltwater, this uncontrollable torrent, desperately sought an outlet to the Atlantic Ocean. And then, the definitive encounter happened. This mass of water, which we now know as the Niagara River, met the Great Niagara Escarpment, a natural cliff. And what did it find at this precipice? The perfect rock structure to create an unparalleled spectacle. The water fell onto the weak shale, which began to erode rapidly. Losing its support, the hard cap of dolomite above fractured and broke off in huge blocks, falling into the void. This process, repeating over and over, is the geological dance that gives life to the falls. The first step of this primordial cascade wasn't where you see it today.